God, I love this scene so much. Oh, wow, you never see him. Generic control in the Daku's. We're back with some more Overanalyzing Avatar. Today we're doing the chase, which has one of my favorite scenes in all of Avatar, which is actually the scene that is in the thumbnail there, where everybody like works together, everybody comes together in one spot, and they're just like, yeah, Azula is the bad guy. We're going to go after her, and then Iroh gets struck by lightning, and Zuko gets mad and tells them all to leave, and he cares more about Iroh than he does about capturing Aang. I just love this episode so much. Last episode was also really good, which was Zuko alone. You can check my reaction out, I'll leave it right up there. Also, you can link down below in the description. Also going to be plays on my channel with all the other Overanalyzing Avatar reactions going in chronological order. I do read every single one in your comments, leave them down below. I had no idea that Zuko's mom killed the previous Fire Lord. I had no idea that happened. I've watched Avatar so many times and never knew that that's actually how he died. And apparently Azula wasn't kidding when she said that he was gonna have to kill like his son because Iroh's son died, and he asked to succeed his brother in succession and stuff like that, which is crazy to me. I thought Azula was lying, as being just like the little demon that she is. No, that was actually, she was telling the truth, which was insane. But I literally knew nothing about, like, I did not know that, and apparently I wasn't the only one. There's a lot of people in the comment section also did not know that until they watched the video or watched it later. So that's kind of crazy to me. Shout out to the patrons. They get videos day early, live on pay one channel. I hope you're subscribed to your channel so you don't miss future videos. Like I said, patrons get them a day early. I'm completely against paywalls. I read every single comment, so leave some down below. But let's go ahead and jump into the chase, which is what NASCAR used to call their championship format.
Here's a cool little through line. The gang starts out by this river in the opening shot. Then they give Appa
Where's
back
the moon?
in the same river about halfway through the episode. Then at the end of the episode, Sokka and Katara have their fight along it too.
Yep. If anything's ever blurred, it's because of copyright. You can play on YouTube.
Moves backwards without intending to while airbending one time. Well, I'm an idiot. He does it all the time if you count sneezing. Also, I like that Aang's sneeze blows the Appa's fur off of Sokka and Toph.
Well, actually, what I'm trying to say
powerful
is,
sneeze.
Some of us might fetch water, while someone else might set up the fire pit or put up the tent.
Yep.
Even Momo does his fair share.
Forget you,
Does he?
Katara. Sokka goes and finds nuts, and it's nothing but lip from you.
Seriously, what else you got?
Momo finds them, and suddenly it's his fair share. Fucking just
Well, yeah.
for Sokka.
I don't understand. What's the problem here?
Aren't they being hunted?
Never mind.
Toph does this weird lightning speed scoot back here, which leads me to believe, along with the sound effect, that it's a bending move.
It is,
Probably the
absolutely,
same kind of
with
move
the
she
feet.
pulls on Sokka later in the episode.
I don't even know how you do that.
By the way, Toph
Not
mentioned
bloodbending.
she found her own food. What did she do? Make a burrito out of leaves? So this entire episode is a chase.
How?
It's called The Chase.
How does she
and
know she
goddamn
can
it,
eat it?
every time I see it now, I think of Mad Max Fury Road, and mostly
Fair.
because of these drums.
I've seen Fury Road. That's the only Mad Max movie I've seen. The movie was sick.
There's people chasing these other people in an armored tank with these deep-ass drums playing. It's basically the same piece of media at this point. I just wish Azula had this guy with her. You better fucking not, Avatar.
Is
I
it-
can't
is it
tell,
a full
but
moon?
This is a full moon again for like the 5th episode in a row. We're gonna have a problem.
Actually,
It
can you
might
help
be.
us unload?
Really? You need me to help unload Sokka's funky-smelling sleeping bag?
Speaking of Sokka's sleeping bag, he got a new green one apparently. His last one got torched when they ran into
Yeah,
the
that
Rough
would
Riders
do
for
it.
the first time.
Ever since you joined us, you've been nothing but selfish and unhelpful.
They're all
What?
tired.
Look here, Sugar Queen. I gave up everything I had so that I could teach Aang earthbending. So don't you talk to me about being selfish.
Sugar Queen?
As far as this
Got
conflict
him.
goes, I side with Sokka. Just let them go at it. But if you're gonna twist my arm, I guess I'd probably side with Katara. I see the
Well, yeah,
logic in
obviously.
Toph's thinking, but I've been on a lot of teams in my life, so I think it's better when everyone's working to the betterment of everyone else.
Clearly.
Now, you've got 3 other people looking out for your best interests, not just yourself. Toph's viewpoint does make sense for her, though, since her persona as the blind bandit is this rough and tumble, loudmouth, self-absorbed brat. So I don't know. I mean, I don't
The
think
rich
it's
kid.
a contrived argument. So I think it's good to have in here. Toph does the exact same motion here to bring up her Earth tent on the front side and the back side of her as she did earlier to bring it up on the right and left
Which
side.
makes sense.
It's the same outcome from the same move, but for some reason my brain is like, shouldn't her orientation matter? Shouldn't she do a slightly different move? Behold, the
I don't
only
know.
kicks thrown by a waterbender in the entire show, except for that weird fucking scroll. Sometimes,
What-
very
then
rarely,
wasn't
when
there
characters are
kick
shocked or
waterbending
angry
in the
this
movie?
show, they get this little darkened zigzag effect over their face. Seems like a really weird way to get the point across, but I don't know. I guess it works.
Yeah, I don't know
The
what the
stars
point of that
sure
is.
are beautiful tonight. Too bad you can't see them, Toph.
Oh, because she's
I
blind.
think that's an appropriate level of response. I think
Yeah.
that's bang on. Also,
Yeah.
watch Sokka completely just bench press Katara off of himself effortlessly here.
I mean, Katara can't weigh that much.
maybe we can close our eyes just for a few minutes.
I gotta say it again, I love the sound design in this show. So often when the characters are in a very large room, there's a slight reverb on their voice. Or like the soldiers having an echo
The
from
helmet,
their helmets. Sokka's voice actually gets muffled here as he retreats back into his sleeping bag too. Just
Yeah.
chef's kiss. Great attention to detail. As Appa collapses and everyone falls off, Momo just takes off. He's fine. I thought this was gonna play into him noticing Azula and company, but no, he's just back a few shots later and just notices them first anyway.
Oh, just some angry freak with a ponytail who's tracked us all over the world.
What's wrong with ponytails? Ponytail.
Yeah, it literally has a ponytail.
This is a warrior's wolf tail.
Yeah, no.
Well, it certainly tells the
Wolves
other
have
warriors
long
that you're fun and perky.
Got him.
Are they not sleeping at all through this, or do they sleep during the day because they knew that they were
Okay, it
going to
would
do this?
be really annoying to ride these things if they always make this noise. I don't care how fast my horse is. If it was always making Donald Duck noises, I would shoot that horse. Katara strikes the same stance that Paku was teaching them in at the end of the waterbending master here. Nice.
I still
Like
think we
Kamehameha?
could've taken him.
Are you kidding me? The crazy blue firebending.
Toph doesn't know what blue is. Stop
That's
flexing your
true.
vision on her, Katara.
She's flexing
Stop
her
having
vision.
Your arms. Both of them. They're equally messed up in different ways.
That's
No,
bad.
the sun is rising. We've
Me
been up all
every
night with
day.
no sleep.
Sokka will be okay.
Are you sure?
Oftentimes because of
I've
this
never
series,
not slept
actually.
before.
That's not even close to true. You didn't sleep when you were busting Haru out, and seems to me you were caught out at sea all night during the storm.
The amount of times I've had to stay up until 6 in the morning rendering different versions of these videos because of YouTube's copyright system.
See? We're 2 for 3 on going flying through branches being painful. The swamp? Nah,
Being
not
painful.
a big deal.
Yeah,
Of
no.
course, we could have gotten some sleep earlier if Toph didn't have such issues.
What?
No, my ears!
You're blaming me for this?
Yes.
No, she's
But
not
Toph could
blaming
definitely take
No, I'm
Katara.
blaming her.
Unless
Katara gets a lot of
bloodbending.
hate, but I gotta admit, I love it when she gets fired up and says whatever the hell she wants. God, that's a sick line.
How dare you blame Appa? He saved your life 3 times today. If
But
there's
today,
anyone to
just
blame,
today.
it's you. You're always talking about how you carry your own weight, but you're not. He is. Appa's carrying your weight. He never had a problem flying when it was just the 3 of us.
Oh. Just walks away.
Out of here.
1 10-second cutaway later.
What did I just do? I can't believe I yelled at my earthbending teacher.
We need to find Toph and apologize.
Okay, that shouldn't be
Okay,
too hard.
well,
She walked
yeah.
off like 15 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Honestly, if there wasn't this little cutaway to Azula following their trail, this would have been like an instant 180.
I'm gonna use Appa's fur to make a fake trail and lead the tank off course.
Wait, hold on. That's Sokka's old bag. Why did he need a new one? Is this
Yeah,
one
well,
out of
well, yeah.
fashion? We need
I
one
guess.
for food, Sokka. What the
Maybe
hell?
because they're in the Earth Kingdom?
Trail goes this way.
The Avatar's trying to give us the slip. You two head in that direction and keep your eye out for the bison. I'll follow this trail.
Also,
Just some
couldn't they
Sherlock
just
Holmes
see it
shit
in the
from
sky?
Azula. Some real edit the equations going over her face as she figures it out type stuff. That'd be a funny meme when you can't think of anything funny to say.
She
Someone
popped
do
an
that.
Addy.
Someone that's not funny. Can someone in the comments tell me if this is how tree lines work? Because I don't know how tree lines work. Does it usually
What?
just turn from forest into desolate wasteland instantly?
Minecraft,
I
it
love
does.
That you can see Aang's thought process here as he figures he'll stay in question and maybe fight Azula just by his facial expressions. What's a little weird right here though is the perspective on these two shots. On the close shot, Aang seems like he's pretty close to this rubble behind him, but
Yeah.
then in the next shot it fades to, it seems like it's a lot further behind him. The depth of field just seems a little wonky.
It is. Just delete. No saddle.
We made it. We're safe.
You did it, Appa!
Yeah. How's the tank supposed to cross the river? Then they were right there. We ride at dawn. It's Jesus
I'm
lizards.
50-50 on this. Like, does every single person on the face of the planet know that these are based off of real lizards that
Yeah.
can actually do this?
Jesus
Because I knew
lizards.
this was hidden knowledge years ago, but it's been years. So in my head, I'm like, oh, everyone knows now. What am I talking about? Avatar?
Jesus
oh, yeah,
lizards.
these things are based off of real animals or whatever.
Yeah.
Katara, I don't
Pretty
need to
normal
tell you how to
Jesus
fight,
lizard.
But didn't you just obliterate that 500-pound lizard with the river water? I, personally, would use the river water.
Was
Yeah,
it just me?
you know.
Or was that guy kind of cute?
Stop
I
it,
mean,
Ty Lee.
she's right. Look at this dude.
All
Look at
right,
this
you've
dude.
caught up with me. Now who are
Look
you
at his
and what do
head.
you want?
You mean you haven't guessed? You don't see the family resemblance? Here's a hint.
Oh, they don't even know this is
I
Azula.
must find the Avatar to restore my honor.
Nothing. He's tired. Just
seem
blinking.
a little too young to
Oh, I
be
forgot about
traveling
this scene.
alone.
You seem a little too old.
God, I love Iroh.
Perhaps I am.
God, I love Iroh.
I know what you're thinking. I look like I can't handle being by myself.
I wasn't thinking that.
This might be the most genuine talk in the whole show. It ends
Probably,
a little quickly,
'cause
but
they don't know.
we've got about 23 minutes to an episode, so we gotta make it fast. The contents of this talk are awesome. I really don't think that they're even meant for the target audience.
You sound like my nephew. Always thinking you
Who's your
need to
nephew?
do things on your own without anyone's support. There is nothing wrong with letting people who love you help you.
I feel like this kind of thing is something that young adults struggle with more than like
Yeah,
preteen
there's
kids.
messages
Maybe
for
that's
young
why it
adults
hits
in the
harder
show.
for me now, because I can really understand what Iroh's talking about.
Which is why
This
it's
show
one of the
might be
greatest
for
shows
kids,
ever.
But everyone can get something out of it.
Do you really want to fight me?
Yes.
Yes. I really
I like how they just stumble upon him, though.
You don't think about it, but the crew hasn't actually seen Zuko since the finale of Book 1. He hasn't had the
Really?
resources to track Aang, so this is their first
Yeah, it
meeting
doesn't
in a
have a boat.
really long time.
That's weird. I did not know that that's... Yeah, I guess it is the first time. Then like half a book. Oh, God. We're just... Aang just doesn't... He's so out of it. Who's gonna attack first? Is Zula gonna bring up some lightning? No.
This is a really cool little
Not
character
yet.
moment. I really like that they found a way to squeeze it in the middle of a fight. It shows off everyone's personality. Aang is quick and clever. Azula is nothing if not able to think on her feet and be resourceball. And Zuko,
But
well,
Zuko.
he's Zuko. What is this house made of? It looks like bricks, but Azula cuts it apart like paper. Even if it is wood, that's still crazy. Firebending has never and won't ever again be able to do anything like cutting buildings apart. So what's this made of?
Yo, yeah, how-
Styrofoam? Aang actually isn't animated falling into this pile of wood at all. The wood falls, some dust gets kicked up, and then suddenly he's underneath all
Oh,
of it.
wow,
Really
you
nice that
never
Azula's
see
fire
him.
cools down after she initially uses it. She's cool, all right. Everything she does is cool. I admit it. Toph is a really
Hi, Toph.
big fan of this moving people and not the earth move this
Well,
episode.
yeah, what are you
Pretty
gonna
sure
do
this is
when
the only
you
episode
get
she ever does it in too.
shifted?
blood.
Get shifted, nerd. Get rotated. Like that shark. Hello, Iroh.
I'm done. I know when I'm beaten.
God, I love
You
this
got
scene
me.
so
A
much.
princess surrenders with honor.
Notice
Do
how
you?
in both situations where she had a choice on who to attack,
Oh, it wasn't
Azula
lightning.
went for family members both times. I guess her really not caring about her family and all the flashbacks holds true.
Rivalry,
okay,
I
a bunch
guess.
of stuff to mention in this shot. If you look closely, you can actually see Sokka join in the attack with
Boomerang.
the boomerang here. Also, this move has a vague similarity, at least, to when Zhang did his Chris Angel shit and disappeared. And finally, what is Toph even doing? She's just like shooting
Sand?
a stream of dirt at her? I think
guess.
this shot would have looked a lot better if everyone else did their normal attacks, but Toph did a classic stomp punch rock launching attack, and that was the thing that
Little bit
caused the
sand.
explosion.
And Zuko gets mad and tells them all to leave.
Get away from us!
Zuko, I can help.
So this episode
Instead of attacking them.
This is a non-stop chase, and tensions are high through nearly the entire episode.
Great
I feel like
episode.
the dispute between Katara and Toph should be more annoying, but it really isn't. They found a way to make it
tired.
work. The action is awesome, and like Zuko winning his fight last episode, once again it gives the audience exactly what they want: an impromptu team up of the gang with Iroh and Zuko. It feels good. You can't deny it. The Toph Iroh talk is fit so perfectly
Love
in
this
there
episode
too. Without
so
that, I
much.
feel like the episode could have gotten almost tiring, which I guess is kind of what they were going for with their main cast being tired, but you know what I mean. Just a few
Yeah.
minutes to slow down and have a genuine talk between two strangers, especially amidst all of the chasing.
But
and
we
yelling
know,
and
but they
just
don't.
Before we get into one of the most bombastic
kinda knowing a
throwdowns in
secret,
the whole
you know?
series, it just
Little
fits
kids get
really
excited
well.
about
It's
that.
just right. It's good to slow things down sometimes, and it feels especially good when it's something that's so clearly from the heart. Patron shoutouts. If you
Oh,
want to be
Lord.
2 full episodes ahead, you can support me on Patreon for just a few bucks.
Just got
Biggest
offered a
shoutouts of all go to Fritz Sullivan, who smells like a forest that wears cologne. Just got
Oh.
offered a job for some reason, who won the national competition for loudest whisperer and quietest yeller. Keegan Scott, who can kill you with a wink or instantly seduce you, depends on which eye. Skylos, who looks like if aliens only ever saw the Mr. Olympia competitions and wanted to make what they saw as an average human being. And Zoompy, who's so slick he could probably sell you 1 car for the price of 2. Other huge shoutouts go to my other top patrons:
Porsche
Valentine,
Shrine.
Coconut, Derek Cornwell, DJ Jax, Stu Mutual Aid,
$200
Ellen R.
market
Garmer,
adjustment.
Flintlock,
Ridiculous.
Florgler
Or
Glass,
200,000.
Nicholas Abbott,
It's
Most
ridiculous.
Super of
I see people
Snippers,
talk
and
about it all the
Tiago
time.
Nascimento. Next time is Bitter Work, which continues the train of amazing episodes after The Blind Bandit. It's just banger after banger after
Yeah,
banger.
these are
after
all just
banger.
great episodes. And it started the next one, which now is going to be a red bar across the bottom for the next episode, unfortunately. But it's going to be better work. The library is crazy. The desert with the Quingias. That, I wonder if that'll be his least favorite. And then you have the drill. Everybody was telling me what episode they always caught watching. Somebody said that they always saw, I think, the swamp. And there was another one. What was the other one that somebody said they always saw when they were whenever they'd watch Avatar, there was one episode that they would always see. It wasn't in book 1? It wasn't a Great Divide. It wasn't a storm, I don't think. Oh man, what was it? Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe I haven't covered it yet. I'm not really sure. I remember somebody saying, I was like, oh yeah, that episode. I've seen that episode a number of times as well. Maybe it was Serpent Pass. I'm not really sure. I still don't know what his least favorite episode is. It could be the desert. I'm not really sure. He might be for Sokka and his cactus juice. But I hope everyone for us today. I look forward to reading your comments, and I look forward to seeing you back for the next episode. But until then, take care and cue the music.